T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm Jeff
I'm
Page.
John Curtis.
And we're two nerds
in a garage.
Garage.
Wait, did we just start the show with all the buttons pressed correctly?
Mark it down, folks. So one time in history, John
March,
Curtis
what is this?
did
March
it right.
what? Where are we? Who are we?
Good morning,
Good morning,
nerds.
worldwide.
I love that the nerds are so funny. Jason says, sexist wizards and Hollywood jobs sounds
fun.
fun. Brian says, I already had my Hollywood job. Time for sexist wizards. Good morning, Dave and Justine and Levi.
These
We love
guys,
that you guys
yeah.
join us. Just so you know, like, don't feel pressure to join us every Saturday. If you don't show up, we're going to be super sad and be angry
Yeah.
and not talk to you
No,
anymore.
feel
But
lots of
don't- but
pressure.
Don't feel pressure to show up.
Hashtag all nerds welcome.
Yes, we want to get that. That's our new thing, guys. Our new slogan. Get it
Hashtag
trending.
All nerds welcome.
What
What are we going to do today?
We are going to, also, good morning to our nerds who are listening around the world on
That's
the
right.
podcast. Thank you for continuing to join us. We are going to share thoughts on Raya. Is it Raya?
Raya.
Raya and the
Mhm.
Last Dragon.
Mhm.
Decide the best post Hogwarts job.
Ooh.
We are going to talk about Star Wars from watch order that parents should, I recommend for parents, to sexism.
And we're going to do a lot of nerd games.
Yeah.
Starting.
You know how we go. You know how we do, nerds. Starting with this, John and I are starting to talk wedding, even though I'm like, we're not having a ceremony, but whatever. We still talk
Why did you put wedding?
wedding because there's no
quotes?
wedding that's going to
Okay.
happen. But as I said, unless Harley's going to do it in front of the Hogwarts castle. But here we go. Your wedding is being planned by the cast of the last show you watched. What is your wedding going to be like?
I hate that I fall asleep to West Wing every night.
Well, if your wedding is going to be planned by the cast of the last show you watched, and it was the West Wing, you're going to have an epic wedding that's going to go off without a hitch.
Fraught with political drama.
But that's all going to be behind the scenes. We'll never know about it. We'll just enjoy it. That's a perfect wedding
I
planner.
hope you're right.
Who did I go to sleep to? I put on something after that. Oh my gosh. Call Me Cat. The freaking Maya Bialik
Yeah.
show.
Stupid.
It's going to be an interesting wedding. It's going to be frolicky and fun. Brian McKee says, "Dead people." I watched Dexter. Oh, that's gonna be an intense wedding. I don't think I'm going to go to
It might
that.
be planned by dead people. It's going to be planned by a serial murderer.
Well, I guess it's not bad because then he can get rid of all of the
Guess he
the
doesn't
bad
like.
people, and you'll only have good people at your wedding. That's
Mm.
kind of not a bad one.
Who sits down and says we're going to invite bad people to our wedding?
Well, you
Most
might think that they're
weddings.
good people, but then you didn't know they were bad people.
I mean, like Uncle Bob.
Maria says, laugh my ass off, SNL, planning my nuptials. Wow.
How'd you watch SNL when today is Saturday?
Because she probably watched, there are such things called as reruns, and there's also such thing as watching it after it aired.
What a dumb.
But how is her wedding just going to be
Kidding.
filled with people overacting and trying to be funny who really aren't?
That's right.
Oh,
wow. By the way,
I really love you, SNL guys.
Maria's
Don't
related,
don't.
in case
I
anyone
just-
thinks I'm shaming a nerd.
Please,
nerds,
No, he's just
come,
shaming a sibling.
Comment. I will only ever.
Justine says, "Oh, what happened?" Justine says, "Oh my God, Hotel Transylvania 2, literally about a monster human wedding." That's kind of
That's right.
interesting.
Wait.
I want to go to your wedding. That
Are
would
you
be
the
fun.
monster or the human?
Of course, she's the human. She loves everything and is all kind and sweet and joy.
What if she's a kind, sweet, and joy monster?
No, she's gonna have a
Mavis was the kind and sweet monster in that movie. She's the vampire.
Aha.
So is Justine's a secret? Okay. Anyway, let's get on with the show.
All right.
So we have to get on this. We have to do this first because before it melts. So last week, if you remember, We had a big debate on whether or not you think fries should be dipped in ice cream. And everybody said no, blah, 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 except Kayla. Thank you for being on my train.
And me.
And Harley, of course, because me and Harley are the smart ones out of all of you.
For those listening to the podcast, I am holding a Jack in the Box Oreo shake and small fries.
Okay, so the trick is
Skeptical.
John
Very
thinks it's going to be
skeptical.
disgusting. And so he's going to eat it right now.
You are stacking the deck because I do love Oreos.
Of
The
course,
Oreo
you
shake.
always have with ice cream you like.
Oreo shake is my favorite of all the shakes.
Just do it.
All right, here we go.
And you got to be honest. You can't say gross just because you don't want to be
Well,
wrong.
Hey, I love this and I love this. Here we go.
Dipping in the fries in the shake, eating it up. Oh, man, it looks so good. Did you bring me a spoon or a straw? What are you thinking, babe? He's chewing. You got to remember, too, the fries aren't hot and crisp either. They've been sitting there for a minute.
Uh-huh.
What are you thinking?
It's not awful.
I think
the
it's-
shake overwhelms the fries,
That's the
which is
point.
great because then I'm thinking I'm just having the shake. So here, please.
I'm just saying, first off, why didn't you bring me a straw or a spoon? Or like I asked you
Use your
to?
fingers.
No. Harley, please go get a straw. Actually, you know what? I'll use this straw. I don't care. Whatever. It's fine. This is happening. This is
This
my
whole
breakfast now.
thing was designed just so she could
Yep.
have a shake right now.
Yep. And not
It
too
was
bad.
I don't think it's
You got to
okay.
think about it as like the hot fries coming out of the
Yeah,
oven.
that's what I said to him. I was like, you can't really do this on air because they're not hot.
she's so happy right now.
I
can't
love Oreo cookie
believe-
shake.
You brought this up just so you could have them. Shake. Hey,
Jason wants to riot though because we didn't do it with the Frosty. Wendy's is way too far from us.
Over the course of the week, some nerds agreed with this Wendy's trend. I think Katie Martinez was her exception.
Well,
so Wendy's is the Frosty
Yep,
of choice
yep,
to go with fries.
so this week's question that you guys can solve for us because John and I don't agree on is it wrong to put something small in someone else's trash?
Okay,
Now
let's-
we don't want to tell who thinks what. I will start by saying this. We're not talking about something big like where someone comes and takes over your trash can. Obviously, that's rude and wrong. We're talking about you're walking the dog, you have a bag with poo in it, and you just go with someone's trash that's right there and you put it in and keep walking. Don't give away what you think.
Okay.
I want to see what they think because this is a big debate in our house.
Please answer, nerds, in the
I've never even
comments.
heard this yet.
Can you repeat that scenario? Is it wrong?
To put little small things in someone else's trash as you're walking by.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
And yeah, okay. We'll leave it at that.
How
Like-
are you getting such big scoops with that straw?
I don't know. Do you want some? It's really yummy. So good.
You want some fries with that?
Jason says it's time for a remote broadcast from Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Hey, we
one
could
of
go
our
live.
first.
We could do that.
Yeah, we're looking for sponsors.
So Brian McKee says he hates when people does that. Jason says, I think it's fine. Kim definitely won't do that to another person's trash. Levi, no comment, meaning you
Ooh.
probably do it. Maria says, I do it all the time. So far, we're kind of split.
Yeah. Okay. Just like our household.
So I'll tell you is I am all for, I would rather somebody walk by our trash and put their dog poo in our trash that's out there than leave their dog poo on the ground.
Listen, this is why I don't like it. Okay. If it's trash day and everyone's trashes are on the street and they're full, yeah, you can throw your dog poop in there and it's fine. It's going to be picked up in seconds anyway. If it's an empty trash can after trash day, you don't want to throw your dog poop in there
I agree
because
with
they're
that.
pulling that trash can back to their
Their
house.
trash
with
can
your
already
dog
smells
poop.
like
No, it's no.
shit.
Hey, yeah, we're censoring ourselves now.
Marissa says people of Reddit overwhelmingly believe that no trash is okay. I don't feel strongly about it either way. Hoffman says, I feel it's okay for small things. Once it's in the van, it belongs to waste management anyway, not the individual.
But check it out.
He said he meant in the can, but I thought it was funny. In the
I
van.
don't want to pull my can of trash with someone else's dog poop back to our house.
Katie says, I've done it with dog poo, but I always feel bad. The things other than dog poo, like a cup or something, I don't feel bad at all. I get that.
See?
Summer agrees with
So-
John. What about people who don't have a dog? The thing is, guys, it's a trash bin. It's a nasty, smelly trash bin. You're not going there and opening it up and smelling it. We're not leaving dog poop in there, not in a bag. It's not going to stay in there.
But you don't want it to be smellier and poopier than it has to be.
I agree with that.
Ha ha! Ha-ta!
but I'm not carrying the poop bag. So I'll just leave the poop bag on their front step then, and then they'll come out and scream, "It's poop again!" Fine.
You
moving on.
stop eating that shake.
No, I am
There's-
not.
the whole show
I'm
is
gonna
just
eat
going
the shake.
down this spiral. Ooh, I'm
Hell yeah.
sweaty.
Heck yeah, I am. This is good. This is the best breakfast I ever had in my life. You had a video you want to show?
So yeah, last
last
week we had a nerd couple on. We double dated and we talked about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and we spent some time talking about that opening scene where Falcon is just flying through the canyons, and it was so cool, and it reminded me of something. I was like, what does this remind me of? And then I realized what it was, and now I'm going to ask the nerds who did it better. Harley?
So, not only does Disney rip off their own cartoons, they rip off DreamWorks cartoons now too.
What do you think?
First of all, did you make that side by side?
I did.
I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
And proud, and I think you should put that up on the internet.
I'll put it up
Well,
on the internet.
And if Caleb put it up and ask the nerds what they think.
Okay.
I still like the Falcon one better because it's people and it seems scarier and more intense. Do you think they actually stole that? You think it
What
was
do you mean
coincidence?
stole it? I mean, there were striking similarities when I was putting that together, but I don't know. It's just two canyon flights that are really cool.
Hoffman
different
says
reasons.
Falcon did it better, but Toothless is cuter.
True that.
Kimberly Smith, she says, Toothless,
Toothless,
I'll be better. Good morning, Kate. Thanks for joining
Oh,
us.
Jason, throw Jason Smith's up there.
Trick
Trick question. Will Smith did it better in Independence Day.
and Kate, are you trying to compare live action animation because it's so much harder to do live action? Agree.
True.
Summer
that.
says Falcon, and Kate also says, and the tone was completely different. I like how Kate's come on to just fact check your
Good director.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there. By the way, I guess I'll
Let's-
transition with.
Ready to start the show?
Yeah. Ready? Let's do the show. Large pepperoni.
Ugh. You just will never put another one up. You love that one so much.
I really do.
You gotta give the nerds
I
variety.
I like the reveal, and it's not Darth Maul. It's two nerds with a pizza.
Okay, so I have a thing Jen wants this week.
Whoa.
You know,
Shocking.
We always have something I want.
Shocking.
But I think this is a purchase you would approve, and you would also what? Harley?
It's so perfect. Oh my god, yeah! Get this out of here. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah! Oh yeah! I'm such a little kid, man. Huh? Did you just talk to me? Hello? Hey Jarvis. Whoa! Whoa! This is the coolest thing ever!
So I found they're on like they're only like 300, 600, something ridiculous.
Kid.
But whatever.
First of all, I'm a kid again. Oh, you're a kid, man. You're still a kid. Old man Curtis says so. But he was hilarious, man. I feel he's.
I agree. Kimberly says
screwed around
the
with-
sheer joy is amazing.
Yeah. Ah!
Summer says she wants my shirt, my Gryffindor jersey.
Mm.
We got to start our softball league, Summer. This is really like a baseball shirt.
I'm down. Let's play.
Have a nerd league. Hey, we should all do that. Nerd.
Oh, I choose Jason Smith. I know he's got a good arm.
He's got to flow really far from where he lives. Well, so we watched. We went. Okay, first off,
Okay.
we went to a movie theater.
Oh my God. It was awesome to be in the theater again after all this time. Oh, it was so glorious. First of all, it's ideal. This is the way I want to experience movie theaters all the time. No one sitting next to you.
Right?
I want movie theaters to thrive and grow though. So that means I'm gonna have to get used to the idea of sitting next to people again. But this time is great. No one around us.
it's a little weird at first when you first walk in because you're like, you have not when you first walk in the theater. Because when you first walk in the theater, like, oh, popcorn smells good, yum.
We put a hurt on that popcorn.
But when you're sitting there before the movie starts, there's a little bit of that weird, like, oh man, people in here, not everybody's wearing masks. It's kind of COVID-y feeling, like but then the movie, it was so good that I forgot where I was. That it was even pandemic at all, which is what a movie should do, is it take you completely away.
Yeah.
And then it ended again, and I was like, oh God, where's my? I don't even have my mask because I've been eating. Oh God,
they say please keep your mask on at all times when you're not eating and drinking. But
nobody does.
Well, are we not
did.
eating and drinking constantly throughout the movie?
You put your mask back on after. Nobody else in the theater did. Nobody.
Boy Scout.
But the movie itself, has anybody seen it? We don't do spoilers because we want you to go see it. But if you haven't seen it in the theater, if you've seen it in your house but not in the theater, I recommend going to the theater.
It's released both on Disney Plus and in the theater. Go to the theater.
I thought it was beautiful. I thought the detail down to her hair. I was so jealous of her hair the whole movie. I'm like, her hair is so nice.
What movie is it?
Raya and the Last Dragon. Did you not hear that at the beginning? Oh, good. This way we have a producer to make sure we're hearing that.
Okay, Raya and the Last Dragon.
I was not bored once, and if you know me, animation, I get very antsy and very bored.
Yeah.
And I wasn't bored.
No.
And even the things that you think are predictable sometimes are, sometimes actually aren't. So
it was a very much they colored the good guys and the bad guys very well, I think. I just can't really talk about it. But
we recommend it.
Oh yeah. Aquafina, we want to talk about her?
Yeah, I love her in general. I think she's always so entertaining.
I think she really grew into the role. Like it was very, I'm Aquafina at the beginning. And then
I think you have to start because that's all you can do is see her in the booth being silly for a while because she's so distinct. But I guess maybe by the end, I don't think I ever totally forgot it was her. Whereas Rose, who plays Raya, I didn't see her once.
What's her name?
Her name's Rose, I thought.
I think what's her name in The Last Jedi? Is
that her name in Last Jedi?
I think it is.
Dang it! What's her real name then?
Fact checker Dave Hoffman. We have a producer.
You're right. It is Rose in. Why am I not remembering her name all this? I'm
Kelly Marie.
Thank you.
Wait, what's her full name?
Kelly Marie.
Kelly Tran Marie, I thought.
Kelly Marie Tran.
Yeah, she was great. I mean, like, absolutely. Just I didn't see when I don't see an actor in the booth while I'm watching a movie. That to me is great voice acting.
So good.
Yeah, and I really like
so good.
Kate has a great comment. She says, the world cultural telling visuals are gorgeous. Story felt condensed and something felt lacking. It had all the elements it should, but something was off on characters making me love them. Some of the comedy didn't land. I think it's because you watched it at home. I know I do. I really do believe that you, and Kate probably would agree with this as a filmmaker. There's just something special about being in a movie theater that has different energy.
We definitely were just,
I might have been bored watching it at home.
Being there. And that was already a 1-up for the movie.
True. But yeah, I mean, I still recommend it, especially if you have, whether you kids or not, I think you'll like it. We also watched the documentary called The Last Blockbuster on Netflix.
Everyone in our generation, please watch this.
Yeah, it's super fun nostalgia. Like John was falling asleep, like almost snoring.
I was out.
And then the movie starts going and he's like awake.
I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, the whole time. Like it was really more interesting than I expected to be. I don't know how they got an hour and a half of entertainment out of a video store, but they did. But I have something, babe, I want to show you.
The Last Blockbuster. It's fascinating. If you've ever been in a blockbuster, you will get the feels, you will get the happies, you'll get the sads because it was a huge part of everyone's life. And
for a mere $150,000, we could get this original Blockbuster video marquee and put it on our house. What do you think?
I would die.
It's approved, right? We can
Let's
do
it.
Yeah.
Let's liquidate
everything. It might be weird when people show up and are like,
No, first of all, people would start knocking on our door and be like, do you guys actually have tapes in there? Because I'm down. I do want to go. Did they, at the end of the documentary, is that Last Blockbuster still open? Yes, it is. Let's go. It's in Oregon.
But they're trying to not encourage people to come during the pandemic. Like they've turned it into an Airbnb where you can stay overnight and watch movies and have candy and all this stuff. But they're saying like only local people are allowed to do it right now. So maybe in the future. We have a very important topic though. To get
Okay.
to. Okay. So
Please.
we talk about traveling. Our next trip is going to be to Florida to go to
Mhm.
Universal Studios Florida
Flow right
because, as we said last week, Harley is going to be turning 18. But it's really important we go because it's her alumni trip. She's going to be graduating Hogwarts.
That's right.
So we have to go for her graduation, right? And then we started talking about, well,
What are you
what
gonna
are you gonna do
do?
after graduation?
What do you do as a wizard?
And she says, "What did you say? Remember, what was your first reply on what you were gonna do when you graduate?"
Work at the Weasley shop.
And I was like, "No, that's something you do while you're in Hogwarts. What are you gonna do after?" And so we started talking about what are some grown-up careers.
And then let's check off the obvious ones because those are established in the movies. So you can work at.
Well, I actually have a really fun list.
Oh,
But if the nerds want to chime in on what they want to do when they finish. So, obliviators, they work for the Ministry of Magic and are some of the more interesting jobs. They
Obliviator.
they have questionable ethics, but it's an interesting job because they
they wipe
poke
your
through people's
memories.
minds and memories.
They,
and,
they wipe your memories.
I feel like Harley might enjoy that, going through and messing
Wiping
with people's
people's-
brains.
Well, it's not even.
No?
It's not messing with people's brains. It's wiping memories out.
It's they probably work in if Muggles see magic.
They gotta.
It's mainly in Fantastic Beasts.
It's essentially what the Men in Black do with the thing. Shh.
I know, but I'm just saying, I think she would enjoy that. It's a little bit Slytherin evil.
Yeah, I would imagine that a lot of Slytherin become obliviators.
I
after
don't see you
graduation.
becoming a healer, which is another possible job, working in like, healing people. You could be a curse breaker and work with what's his face, Bill from the Weasleys.
Wait,
What?
that actor. Bro,
Yes,
that's Hux.
he's in everything.
He's the
I
Star
had
Wars
to-
guy.
I had this whole thing. You remember where I was freaking out because I didn't realize that it was Hux until I saw him.
That's General Hux. Did you know that?
Yeah, not only did I know it, you've known it when we've talked about it at least 2 other times.
Not on the show.
So if it doesn't happen on the show, it doesn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Summer is asking if she's in for Florida.
That discussion will happen offline. So Jason says, I'm going to hunt down kids. This is his grown-up job.
I'm
as a
going to
wizard.
hunt down kids with scars on their faces, but then just scare them and teach them the value of friendship.
I think that job was already taken, but there might be a room for a new one. I mean, he's gone, right? Curse breaker seems a little dangerous to me. I always feel like I would be a Hogwarts professor.
I can see
would
that.
teach like care of magical creatures or something. That's always what I felt. And I would also be like the Quidditch, like professor, sort of head of
Oh, professor of Quidditch.
like not professor of Quidditch, like how you have like a professor who has to like be in charge of all the school activities.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that would be
that
me.
would be you.
Because I used to be a Quidditch star back.
You
at
would be Madame
Hogwarts.
Hooch.
Is she cool? I don't
Does she
remember.
have hooch?
She's the one with the cat eyes
Ooh.
who trains
Ah.
them.
You could be like Newt and be a magic zoologist.
Magi zoologist.
I think that's cool too. It's magical creatures again.
Pretty much, if you're not teaching care of magical creatures, you're doing what he does.
Wand maker. I don't think there's a lot of room for wand makers. You can just always go to Ollivander's.
That's true.
What happens when he passes away?
We have a wand maker in our nerd.
That's true.
Brian McKee
Brian
at
McKee?
Celtic Storm Designs will
He-
make you a custom wand. Just
Or a
ask him.
broom.
Go to their website.
He is a magic maker. You could be a professional Quidditch player.
I want to do that.
I feel like you would do that.
I would do that. I mean, not now. I wanted to be a baseball player back in the day, even though I couldn't play baseball.
What do auras do? Or is it aura?
Or
Or
they fight black magic.
okay.
Actually, I think I would have been an auror.
Ooh, a dragonologist.
Hell no. Hell no.
There's a job. Okay, I give up. You guys don't like any of my jobs, so I'm quitting.
Would you work at the Ministry of Magic?
I always feel like if I wasn't a professor at Hogwarts, I would work at Ministry of Magic. Harley would not. She said she doesn't. She thinks they're all gross and slimy.
Government job, not for you.
Kate
Good
says
benefits.
I'd be the worst employee because I'd want to do everything and jump around from job to job. And Christy says I'd be a snitch shine girl and help Rubius Hagrid on my time off. Aw, just to hang out with Hagrid and all his stories.
Yeah.
I like it.
Buckbeak. What was
Okay.
Buckbeak? What kind of animal?
Hippogriff.
Hippogriff.
Well, look, you only have like a month left to decide what job you're going to take, so you better get it figured out.
The Weasley shop.
You just want to work with Fred and George.
Yes.
What's that actor's name?
Precisely.
Bill's
Which one?
Bill's
The one you showed me yesterday or
There-
talked about.
There's James and Oliver
James, what's his last name?
Phelps.
James Phelps, one of the Weasley brothers. I saw him all grown up. Handsome fella.
Brian says, "How about a tow truck driver who tows broken brooms?"
Or like AAA, but for wizards.
Okay, on to Star Wars because
On to Star Wars.
curious, babe. What do you think? What is your Maria? I just want to say Maria says Harley could work her way up to manager. Again, I think that's something you do while you're in
I'm just gonna
Hogwarts.
marry into the family anyways.
I mentioned that she's going to sling drinks like a bartender at Hogsmeade. Mhm. You weren't averse to that idea.
Which place at Hogsmeade? The Leaky Cauldron?
Sure.
Three
Hogshead.
Broomsticks? Hogshead?
I think that's the bar.
Okay, babe, so your nephew is he's one now, right?
Yes.
A little over one.
He's over one.
It's gonna come time when he has to watch Star Wars.
Yes.
What is the one you're gonna say he must watch first?
Okay. Wow.
Not in order, just which one first.
Well, this is very much a specific order thing.
Okay, but
Well-
I just want to. We're just gonna talk about which one kids should watch first.
A New Hope, number 4, episode 4. The OG one, the one yes.
This shows you how John does not have kids and does not understand how kids' brains work. So, for parents out there, I knew this was going to make him angry. That's why I wanted to talk about it. So this guy did an amazing article and a whole rundown of why he thinks parents should show Phantom Menace first. And here's the thing: he started with New Hope as well, like you would. And his son was super bored and was like, so he was like 6, and he just couldn't get into it. But when he put on Phantom Menace, suddenly he was alert and he was attentive. And he was asking questions. And here's what he recommends.
Can I talk about that real quick? All right, let's see what he says because I want to
Great.
argue all of it.
Great. So he basically says, number 1, Phantom Menace has a hero that is a kid, so kids can relate better. That's number 1. Number 2, it's a lot more colorful, bright, flashy. 3, Jar Jar is like a character from a children's program. 4, it's quicker pacing, which you can't argue with that. And 5, it's the beginning of the saga. So as a kid, you don't have to get confused by watching the 3 and then coming back. It makes more sense in their brains to go forward. I thought those were 5 such solid arguments. I would never disagree with that. I would do that.
Attention spans are learned. Okay.
It's not, you can't do it, babe. It's a new world. It's not.
I don't want to destroy the reveal of Darth Vader as a father by having them watch those first 3 episodes. No.
I get it, but
Look, attention spans are learned. If you show them early enough, they won't be bored with it. I say without any experience whatsoever, but
yeah, and this is him. If he ever has a 2-year-old, like Henry's with him for, like say Henry, you're watching him for like a week. Within the first 2 hours, you're gonna like, here's an iPad, kid. Just occupy yourself.
false. I'm going to teach him video games at an early age.
Okay, so more Star Wars news that you may not like.
Well, nerds, I would like to know what they think.
I just don't want to take too long on this. We don't have a lot of nerd parents, and I don't, she's on and she
a
can
lot of
speak,
nerd
but,
parents.
Summer, John, just no.
What?
No.
What?
Maria says at what age is best to introduce to Star Wars? I think that this kid was like 6 in the article.
Too old. Too old.
They won't have an
Too old to begin
appreciation
learning.
for it before that.
And Christy says, sadly, it's true. Kids have the attention span of a gnat.
Kids these days.
Jason says it's like arguing that kids should start with Clone Wars because it's a cartoon and kids like cartoons. Sure, why not? Well, that's a great argument. No, he is agreeing with you. I think. I'm just saying, like, why?
Well, that I can agree with.
Why not start them with cartoons?
All right.
Into Star Wars.
Well, if they're watching Clone Wars, they're gonna figure out that no, maybe not. Okay.
Okay, so I hope I have this art. I do have a picture to show, but let me set it up first. So let's talk about Star Wars and sexism,
Okay.
which is really sexism in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So how many times have do directors had, let's say, bombs at the box office? What's his face that just had the one we talked about last week. What's his name? With the big long DC movie.
Snyder.
Snyder has had bombs, and then he still gets more movies.
What bomb has he had?
I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not
Okay.
gonna let you ADD me off of this topic.
Okay.
So, can you? A nerd friend of mine put up a great statement about what I want to talk about. So I'm going to show that, and then we'll get into it. So if you
Okay.
could throw that. Dustin says, "What a bunch of sexist BS! You let any male director in Hollywood make an entire string of mediocre films, let alone one, and that filmmaker will start getting called back for new projects over and over. But Patty Jenkins isn't allowed to have one misfire during a global pandemic without suddenly needing supervision." And that's about the title of the article. Lucasfilm.
What was it? Can you throw it up there again?
Lucasfilm reportedly taking hands-on role on Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I actually have a different headline that is this is the other headline. Lucasfilm reportedly loses faith in Patty Jenkins after Wonder Woman 1984 flop. They literally put the words flop.
Okay.
First of all, it
We're
was
in
not
the middle
a flop.
of a pandemic.
Exactly.
I liked it.
It probably still made more money than any movie they made during a pandemic.
Man,
But it
I had
ticks
no
me
idea that was out there.
off because they basically said to Ryan Johnson, who had maybe 2 movies in his whole life and none of them were huge, and he was like, "Here, go do a whole entire movie and whatever you want, even though it's stupid, it makes no sense in the franchise. Go do that." Patty Jenkins is coming with a brand new like Rogue Squadron. There's no like middle. It's not the middle of anything. It's its own thing. And now we're gonna tweak because 1984 wasn't exactly what we thought. It's just anger making.
It's disgusting, especially.
Kate cracks knuckles. Kate is also a filmmaker, and it's like I can't even talk about this topic because to articulate my feelings means I have to get past my frustration, which is hard to do.
What are they? Who
M. Night
Who at
Shyamalan
Lucasfilm-
has made so many freaking movies. I love M. Night. Don't get me wrong. He has a hit, and then he has a crappy movie, and then he has a hit, and he has a crappy movie. Great. That's how it should be. It's subjective.
I have a hard time understanding who Rogue Squadron is coming out of Disney. Well, why did it say Lucasfilm?
I guess Lucasfilm is what is basically
Because if it's Disney, I have a
Yeah,
hard
but
time
Disney
seeing
bought
Kathleen Kennedy saying Patty Jenkins. I have a hard time seeing her do that,
I
or
thought-
Dave Filoni, or John Favreau, whoever's at the helm of all the Star
but I
Wars.
thought that Disney bought Lucasfilm. Everything is still under Lucasfilm.
Oh, did they? I thought they just bought the rights to Star Wars.
No, they own it. Like George Lucas has no rights.
I thought George Lucas still owned Lucasfilms for fact checkers.
Also, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Well, it does in terms of the trying to understand where these directives are coming from.
I'm with Kate. She says, "I'm furious right now."
Mhm.
And Christy says, "It was talking about 1984. It wasn't a flop, in my opinion. I liked it
Yeah.
a lot. A lot of us liked it a lot. I think the whole movie was great. It's just everybody was like, but it wasn't as good as the first one. What sequel's as good as the first one?
Empire Strikes Back.
Besides, well, that and Captain America I like better, and Sister Act 2. I like Sister Act 2 better. But normally sequels are never better.
We did have the sequel show.
We did. He says what Jen said. Terminator 2, yes, Levi. thank you.
Oh, T2. Good.
I don't. It's just infuriating, and I can't even. You know what? I need to do something fun. Give me a nerd joke.
Oh,
Make me laugh. Oh God, I don't know why. Why would I?
Now it's time for the stupid nerd joke of the day.
so I'm gonna give you a twofer because the first one wasn't that great, but I'm gonna say it anyway. What do you say to someone after you lose to them playing Nintendo? I want a Wii match. That's not my joke. Okay, here's the joke.
Okay.
Oops, I lost it. Okay, here we go. How much does it cost to make Captain America cry?
I don't know. How much does it cost?
$1.
Do we have a bump yet? Yeah, that's even better. That's even better. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're not recapping Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I see a lot of hate online for the new Captain America. We were watching the last episode. Something about that guy. I'm kind of liking him.
You're alone.
I am alone.
I wish I
do
could
realize
find. I actually
that.
wish I could find Kate Carson's posts. It's hilarious. Kate, please put what you said in your post on Facebook in the comments because
About
it was
the new cat.
so good. In the meantime, let's do a predictive text because
why not?
I need to be some happy. I need some
All right.
happy. Now,
Yeah.
John, this is his predictive text. I normally make them up. He made this up, so I take no blame for where this goes. Simply this. Get your phones.
Get your
middle
phones
button
out.
predictive text.
Middle button.
God is. And then make a sentence with your middle button. And look at Kate's comment. I'm not because bleep that guy. But I gotta find her post. It was so funny. God is. Did I have a God is already? Do I need to make one? Bum, 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 bum. What do you guys got for your God is?
I hope mom's not watching. Or anyone
This is all
who's
him. I
extremely
had
religious.
nothing to do with it.
It's not all me. It's the predictive text.
I'm just saying,
It's-
I didn't pick to do this one.
Mine
I wanted to
is,
make it nerdier.
God is the worst of all time. This is not a nerd opinion. This is just
You've
predictive
lost
test.
Anybody who's a Christian, they've left. Oh, they're gone. Did you have one?
That's bad too.
What is yours?
God is the common thing that you have a lot of crap to say about.
Hey, well, that's actually
Hey.
pretty
It's
accurate.
true.
That's pretty accurate.
What do you got?
Maria says lightning striking. Maria's is God is a little tedious, of course, but he said that too.
I like that.
Summer, God is a great time for you to be a good day for your family.
Yeah, oddly made sense.
Justine,
God is the best thing for me and my family to go back and get the kids together for a few hours so that you could get a good rest and hope you have a good time with your love. Also, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you're just too kind all the time. Summer, God is a big deal for us, but I know you will ever be well in your own life.
Huh.
That's very like a Buddhist or something. Mine is God is the only one who has been in the South for a long time, and I am not sure if he's a good person or not to be part of this team.
He's been in the South for a long time.
That says
True that.
so much. I'm gonna just lay off of it. Christy, God is a moment of a setback with the multiple people. Yeah, guys, we have Kate. We have Kate's Facebook post. There it is. This is great about the Captain America.
Yeah.
Don't speak to me if your name is John Walker. I'm not hearing it. How even dare you, fake Cap?
Listen, when he came out the first episode, spoilers. When he came out the first episode, I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is so weird. No. And then they're fleshing him out in the second episode, and I like him. I like the guy.
You're alone. Kate, God is a good way to get a new life, man.
Hey, for some people, it is.
That might be the winner.
Do they try and replace Captain America? Because I'm not watching if that's happening.
Well, you have to. I don't want to tell you guys what the series is about, but you have to watch through all the crap. And final one, God is the best for summer. God is the best thing for us, and I am praying that you are having an awesome day.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We'll end with that after the
Yeah.
horribleness of mine.
Okay, before
Beam me up, Scotty.
I wanted to pull a shame of life card to play with our audience.
Let's do it.
Gonna shake them up, shake them. I don't know if you
Shake,
shake them,
shake, shake.
dealing them, but I'm
That's
shaking.
the fact, Jack. That's the fact, Jack.
All right. Well, pick a card, any card. If they're stuck together. All right, what you got?
Discuss.
They're
How
always-
would you make a pig feel sexy?
Is that literally what it says? How would you make a pig feel sexy? Well, first of all,
Wine him and dine him, baby.
That sounds wrong. Like you're gonna eat him. No. This is such a weird question. Who comes up with these things?
I
Shame of
mean,
life, people.
What's the end game? Are you want to make love to this pig?
You know what? This pig has been through a lot. We just rescued him from the slaughter factory, and I want him to feel good about himself. So I'm gonna give him a bubble bath, and I'm gonna brush his hair, and I'm gonna sing R&B songs
This
to
is
him.
so weird. Look at Summer lipstick.
That's what I call
Lipstick to summer. Justine mud bath.
Hey,
Jason.
that's actually
Everyone knows that answer, John. You put lipstick on the pig.
I mean, it'll help me out.
All right, I'm gonna pick one more because that was so weird. There's really nothing to discuss. Okay. Would you rather return as a zombie or a ghost?
Ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah. Why would anybody want to return as a zombie?
Yeah. Might as well not return at all, unless you want to like.
You just enjoy scaring people and eating their brains.
Well, you could scare people as a ghost.
I know. I'm trying to give like. Why
And as a
zombie?
ghost, you have your cognitive functions intact.
Also,
assuming that
as a ghost, I can come back and haunt you for anything you do I don't like I do now, but in the post life as well.
I suppose as a zombie, you could be kept as a pet, like they do in Shaun of the Dead.
You're still again. There's no reason to be a zombie. Everybody here, Katie Justine, it's like just be a ghost.
You just spit
Ghost.
ectoplasm at people.
Oh, that's
You
fun.
slime me.
These are just too easy. We need like a good.
You need a good one. Have Harley pick one.
Well, I'm just trying to grab the top one.
All right.
Okay, worst birthday gift ever.
Socks.
I
Socks
like
are a
socks.
good gift.
What's the worst? What's the actual worst birthday gift you ever got? Do you remember? Do you have one?
No.
I wonder if I have one. Nothing's coming to mind.
Yeah.
I
I generally shun birthdays anyway.
I mean, I
My
get,
own, not
I was
others.
like, I get you good birthday presents.
Oh yeah, no.
Worst birthday present ever would be like, I don't know, like a vacuum.
Note to self.
Like, did you hear that?
Hey, you'd be pretty stoked if you got a Dyson.
You know what would have been a good Christmas present?
Yeah.
A ring. I just wanted to throw that back at him. Just want to keep that alive.
Guys,
red
if you're intending to propose on Christmas Day, do it. Because if you don't, you're gonna hear about it later.
Also, John, look what color she's wearing. That you said she never wears, and we shouldn't get that color ring because she never wears red.
Well, as a ring.
Jay Everly says worst birthday present ever: a DVD copy of Pulp Fiction.
Wait, that sounds cool. Why was that?
Justine-
Wait. I think we need to hear why that was a bad gift. Please
One,
elaborate.
is it now?
Whoa.
Because getting a DVD of anything is a bad gift. Two, he's bringing back Pulp Fiction, how it wasn't better than Santa Claus.
Oh,
I like the callback,
God.
Jay. I like the callback.
Mm.
Justine says poop bags. But really, Justine, I mean, we use a lot of poop bags. So I guess it's a good birthday present if you were getting a present for your dog. Like,
Yeah.
Here, Moxie, here's a present. Poop bag.
So maybe I need to withdraw socks as a bad gift because when I heard poop bags, I was like, oh, you can use it. That's not so bad. Socks, you can use them. Not so
And
bad.
also, if I got you socks that were like Star Wars socks, you would be like, yeah, these
Okay,
are awesome.
fine. For my next birthday, socks and a poop bag.
Okay, hit your button, babe.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Wow. Wow. And your record of perfect button hitting?
I know. I was so close.
Gone
So
down the
close.
tube. I have tons of nerd news this week.
Go. I hardly have any.
Okay, I'm gonna actually share.
Oh, you know what? I'll just get mine out of the way right away.
Okay.
So Black Widow has a theatrical release date. They're going to release it at the same time on Disney Plus, so you can buy it for like $30 or something like that. But after getting the taste of the theater, we're
Mhm.
definitely going to be in the theater for Black Widow.
Of course.
And I think because they've been delaying it
We're
and they
gonna-
wanted to show it in the theater, I think it's going to be fantastic.
we're gonna go see King Kong in the theater. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna pretty much see anything they bring
No.
to the theater.
No desire to see this movie, but theaters are open.
And
We're
we have an
back.
A-list pass. We're
Yes.
there.
AMC, if you're listening,
Mhm.
we'd like you to be a sponsor. Give us a free passes. Talk about you all day long.
They already know we're gonna talk about them anyway,
That's
so
right.
they have nothing to gain.
AMC.
My
Signature.
computer is freezing up, so I'm trying to show you guys something that will not let me show you because it's freezing like a stupid face.
Let me show you what freezing like a stupid face is.
That's like a regular face. Oh, okay, I got it now. Ba-dum-bum.
That's the fact, Jack!
You need like a rub bump.
I just said what you said was fact, and I didn't.
Yep, there you
Yeah.
go. Okay, so
Okay.
we've got we've talked. Oh, my computer's still frozen. It will not let me do it.
Well,
What the heck, computer?
it put it up there.
No, but I wanted to show you the picture.
Okay.
Anyway,
It was up.
no, I want to. Punching in the face is gonna happen today, folks. Get ready. Put your bets. So Chris Rock, Sam Jackson saw that we talked about, like, I don't know, early last year.
Chris Rock, oh yeah, we did talk about that on the show.
It's called Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Uh-huh.
It's going to actually open earlier than planned. So May 14th. Here's the thing. I would never, ever go to a movie theater since the first one to see Saw. I'm going to see this one.
Oh, hell yes.
It's going to be funny.
Chris Rock writing it,
Just...
producing it, and Sam Jackson in it. A Saw movie. A franchised Saw movie with these guys. Come on. It's going to be great.
Okay, so we also have this.
So, Summer, I need to interject here. Summer said in the comments, John, label your buttons. I wanted to, but this one said no.
No, I don't want him putting permanent labels because what you have is you can change these all the time. What I did tell him he could do is put little stickies, or look at this. Look at this thing I gave him. I gave him, for those of you listening, this is a dry erase board with the buttons in exact order, and you can write all of your labels on it and erase it later.
See him there.
Also, yes, I wish we could show that on the screen. He has all the names. He has all the names of each button right here with the color. Red button, Nerds Intro. Purple button, Crowd Grown.
Me fail English.
So what's his excuse again? Okay, this one's gonna be fun. I don't know if you knew this. I did not know this. I got excited when I saw this. Star Wars action, Daisy Ridley is going to suit up to be HBO Max's Batgirl. Live action, Daisy Ridley is Batgirl.
What?
So in.
Oh, I can't wait.
I am in for.
How did I not hear that? How did that not get in my news
Remember
feed?
last night when I went, oh, and you were like, tell me, and I was like, no.
It's brand new nerd news. I didn't see it over the course of the week.
Well,
it's exciting.
I originally thought it was an animation that she was going to do a voice, so I wasn't that excited. And when I read live action, I was like, no. I'll see anything Daisy Ridley, but that is very exciting.
That is cool. Hey, she came out in a movie with Tom Holland, and it's out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good? Anyone seen it? We should
I
see it,
don't
right?
even know what you're talking about.
Can you know the name? Can you look up the name? Thank you.
We also have the Glee cast is going to reunite, minus Leah Michelle, it seems, based on the article I read, which probably makes Harley happy. For the GLAAD Media Awards as a tribute to Naya, who passed away sadly last year.
The Glee cast member.
So like all the Glee cast are gonna come do a big performance. And I don't watch award shows, but I might watch that because I'm a Glee fan.
Glee, one of the best pilots ever.
Here's a fun. Do you have more? Because I have more fun.
That's it. That's all I had was Black Widow.
Check this out.
Oh, I did see that.
Sesame Street is adding their 2 black Muppets, because they're Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically, they want us to have the show start talking about racial identity and what it's like to be black in America.
That's great.
Sesame Street's always ahead of the curve.
Well, I'm sorry. It's 2021. They should have had this decades ago.
Well, but
like I want to say that Muppets Up, they were probably not identifying with any race, right? And they're all colors.
Right. But what I'm saying about when they're ahead of the curve is meaning like you don't see other kids programming doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're little kids programming and they're public television. So it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Chaos Walking is the movie that you're looking for.
Chaos
Walking with Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland. Let's watch it this weekend.
Is it a horror? Is it a thriller? Because I don't want to watch horrors or thrillers.
It looks like it's it's sci-fi adventure.
Ooh.
I'll look at it first.
Summer says, yeah, Bluppets.
That's pretty funny, Summer. Just for those of you listening, Summer is also black. She's allowed to say that. Before people start shaming us. Here's one for Harley. So she's gonna like this one. Evan Peters stars Jeffrey Dahmer in a Ryan Murphy Netflix series.
Why is
everything Harley loves?
2 of the things that I love: true crime and Evan Peters.
Somehow perfect. That guy seems perfect for that role. He's weird enough to play Jeffrey Dahmer.
I will say that Ryan Murphy's actual true crime ones I've seen. Like I watched the
Versace.
No, not Versace. I didn't watch that one. The other one, the first one he did, OJ one. It's really good.
I didn't see it.
It's really good.
How was Schwimmer in that?
Everybody in it was excellent.
So you didn't see Ross the whole time?
No, everybody was excellent. Everybody.
Great. Did you hear that meow? Anyone? Nerds?
Yeah, because you're probably ready to go in now. Bratty cat. Oh, here's one for we talked we're gonna see King Kong versus Godzilla, right?
Yes.
And here's a reason to actually I think I'm gonna tell you this bit of news and it's gonna make you go, I want to see it now.
Okay.
So I'll see. See if I'm right. See if I'm wrong. We'll see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Add to stream. Alexander Skarsgård learned sign language to communicate with his young deaf Godzilla versus Kong co-star.
Oh.
She's a little girl. Where's it at? I don't have the picture. Where did it go? Because it's trying to load something.
Huh.
This is why we need our photos. We have to pay Harley to do our
I mean,
photos.
any good actor worth his salt is going to do that, right?
But no, who's going to learn sign language?
Well, I would assume he's got lines with her that require
Well, of
sign
course,
language.
but it sounds like he learned sign language just to be able to communicate with her on set.
Oh.
See?
All right.
The Skarsgård family is underappreciated.
Are this just one good-looking dude after another, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dad.
Freaking Nords, man.
Do you have any film or TV news?
No, I don't. That's it. I told you I'm bereft of
Okay. I have some strange news.
strange.
A marijuana-themed restaurant to open this month in Orlando.
But they're behind the times. There are marijuana-themed restaurants all over the place.
Are there?
Yeah, California.
We should go right before I go on roller coaster, so I'll be less nervous.
So it's actually
Hey, it'll be
here's the
18.
thing though. It doesn't I think it'd be 21 to do.
No.
18? Well, great. First trip to the pot store on your 18th birthday. Marijuana is not going to be available though.
What do you mean?
It's just themed. So they'll have no weed, but they'll have 30 different Sammys with names
Florida.
like Koosh and Magic Mushroom.
Oh, it's for the smokers.
And yeah, it'll have all kinds of munchies like Rice Krispie treats. It's
still
basically
in.
if
So
you're-
Florida can have a guy with no shirt wrestling an alligator hopped up on meth, but won't allow marijuana to be legal. Come on, Florida.
Here's another one for the weed smokers. Krispy Kreme will give you a free donut every day this year if you've been vaccinated.
Wait, every day?
Yeah. It's only good till a certain date. Like you have to
Oh.
get your vaccination by
I saw that story and I was like, oh, if you show your vaccination card, they're going to give you one donut and you're one and done. But they're going to give you
wait.
one donut per day
Yeah.
until it ends?
this whole year. I don't even see an expiration date. I'm not a Krispy Kreme fan. I think they're too sweet.
How the
Um,
hell? Yeah, no one goes in there for one donut. So you go in for one
Right.
donut and you're like, oh, I have another.
But
Coffee.
also, I love that they're getting behind some kind of way to get people to encourage to be vaccinated. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, we really want ours, but we're not eligible yet. The
April
15th
15th.
of April.
April 15th.
April
Everybody
15th.
watching, you'll suddenly be eligible.
Yes.
If you haven't been already.
Ironically, I was eligible until I quit my job.
Let's let's hope that we can get it in time to have the 2 shots and still have time before the trip, because otherwise we can't get it until
That's
after the
right.
trip. Can't risk being sick. Well,
Oh, Christy Lee.
unpopular opinion, donuts,
Donuts
are
are
gross.
gross.
So I would agree with you, except I really like 2 donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, but they're more like cakey.
Yeah. I don't tend to go sweet too often, but I could agree with that. But when donuts are in front of me, I'm like,
Maria says laminating vaccination card. Which, by the way, I think I have a coupon if anybody actually wants to do that. Office Depot, I think it is going to laminate anybody's vaccination card for free up through a certain date.
hey, you're a font of knowledge.
All about the random, don't mean anything knowledge. Where can I get free donuts? I know.
Has my godson experienced donuts yet? I'll talk to you later about that.
I don't. You know what? I think that they should have never even given him sugar. He would have been much better off never knowing what sugar was.
That's not true. Then he's gonna resent them when he finds sugar later.
I don't know, because I
Uh-huh,
heard people who later did it. It was too sweet and they didn't like it. I wish I didn't know what sugar was.
Probably showed him Phantom Menace first.
Jason says, "Yeah, I don't think weed is legal in Florida, but meth is the official candy of the state."
Florida,
And Kate
your
says,
source for meth.
"Donuts are my favorite kryptonite."
Uh,
Okay, well, that's all, nerds.
Thanks, nerds.
You know what you got to do?
You gotta
Subscribe on YouTube
uh-huh.
and on Apple Podcasts,
like, rate,
all that things.
All
Join
the
our mailing
things.
list. Go to twonerdshow.com. Sign up.
hashtag all nerds welcome.
Thank you to our producer, Harleen Delirious, for being here and doing what she does. And we'll see you next week.
See you
And like
next
he
week,
said,
nerds.
all nerds,
nerds welcome.
welcome. You've been listening to Two Nerds in a Garage podcast. If you're having fun nerding out with us, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Rate and review as it really helps others find the show, which helps us. We're also on all of your other favorite podcast apps, as well as on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
This show is supported by our listeners just like you. Please visit twonerdsinagarage.com to find all the ways you can help keep supporting us, including our merch shop and direct donations through PayPal. Thank you again for being on this hero's journey with us.